new study by the Lancet medical journal has suggested that Egypt, along with two other African countries, are at high risk of seeing coronavirus infections. The study published this week links this risk factor to Cairo's close trade with and travel ties with China. But since the outbreak, Egypt has been among the fastest countries to prepare itself for COVID-19, with the WHO praising efforts the country has taken. Here's Adel El Mahrouky with more.
Egyptian ports were among the first to get prepared for screening COVID-19 cases. The North African nation established a remote quarantine facility where all suspected cases were moved to. Progressing in all three required capacities of surveillance, diagnosis and communication, the WHO says it is satisfied with Cairo's measures.
They were working according to our guidelines, and based on the discussions, the way it was done, the time, the quick and the fast action taken by the government and under the guidance of WHO, the way we organize with the ministry and the proper guidance we are providing to them, this will enable us to say that it was done properly.
When its first case of COVID-19 was announced, Egypt's contingency plans were put to test. The case was isolated and a dedicated team monitored it.
The isolation measures that is done for this is a real example for the case. It is done, and I am on daily contact with the persons in charge there, and daily, I can say, monitoring the situation through discussing and obtaining information from the isolation site also.
Last Tuesday, that case has tested negative for COVID-19. Until then, it had shown no symptoms. But it's still being isolated until the incubation period passes. Egypt has earned the WHO's trust for its entire medical setup to face the virus. The organization, however, suggests developing areas to better manage misinformation among the public.
There should be additional training to the media to create a health media network in Egypt that will help a lot in obtaining the correct information and conveying the most appropriate message depending on the public health event.
Egypt could be among the most threatened African nations to import COVID-19, but the country is assured the measures it's taking are up to international standard. Cairo is so confident that it is resuming flights with China this week. Adel El Mahrouky, CGTN, Cairo.